Imagine a world without tigers. Currently as stated on www.savethetigersnow.org, there was once 100,000 tigers roaming the swamps, forests, and tundra of Asia. Today there are only 3,200 left in the wild. Only 7% of tiger habitat still contains tigers. I'm sure a lot of people don't know what would happen if tigers went extinct or how it would affect the world. But the government needs to enforce the laws that are there to protect these tigers. The tigers face threats such as deforestation, prey loss, tiger farms, and poachers. The government needs to crack down on these laws and make sure those who break it are punished. And they need to help provide more to help save them. I am here to convince you that the government needs to enforce the laws to protect tigers by telling you what would happen if tigers went extinct. This brings me to, without tigers, the ecological system will become unbalanced. On www.panda.org, it explains the effects of what would happen if the tiger was removed from its natural habitat. First of all, the tiger is the top of the food chain. It preys on things such as deer, wild pig, antelope, and gar. It keeps them from overpopulating. If the tiger was gone, these animals will overpopulate. And this affects the vegetation because overpopulation will cause them to ravage their food source. And if there is damage to the vegetation in the jungles, smaller animals and insects will have trouble living there. They won't be able to survive. So they'll move to places like neighboring farmlands, destroying their crops, which would destroy things for humans because these are vital food sources for us. All of this would lead to the infertility of the jungle soil, and if the plants in the jungle cannot thrive, eventually the jungle will fade away. If that's not bad enough, the next thing that would happen if tigers went extinct is the co-extinction of other species. The extinction of tigers can lead to the extinction of other animals, such as their prey. It is due to the knockoff effect caused by the loss of the tiger. Not only will the animals in the tiger's habitat be affected, but what happens when the poachers who kill these tigers have no more tigers to hunt? They'll move on to another poor animal. In www.allaboutwildlife.com, it has been recorded that after poachers managed to kill off one subspecies of a tiger, they moved on to another, eventually going on to cause extinction of that subspecies, and now they're on the last subspecies possible. They just keep going until eventually it's all wiped out. So it does not just end with the loss of one tiger species, it kills off all types of tigers, and not just tigers end up dying. It begins the process of wiping out other species. The last thing that we need to know is what is threatening these tigers and what can be done to stop it. Tigers are mainly being threatened by poachers and deforestation. The poachers hunt and kill these tigers for their parts. The black market demand is what drives the poachers to continue hunting the tigers. The deforestation of the tiger habitat is forcing the tigers to live in small, isolated pockets of what habitat is left over. This makes it easy for them to be poached, which further adds to the extinction of this animal. With humans moving more into their habitat, there has been an increase in tiger attacks on humans it says that the tigers have no choice because they have no other food sources. The human is the last resort. Tigers are not prone to kill us, and it's because we're moving into their habitat that they are forced to. And when this happens, humans of course become upset and it will retaliate against the tiger and sometimes kill it. Because the tiger has nowhere else to go, we are to blame because we took over their habitat and we are killing them. But we can also be the cause that saves them. Tigers can be saved if we provide them with a safe habitat and ample prey. Helping these tigers will not only save them but other animals and even humans. Healthy tiger populations mean a healthy ecosystem, which provides a healthy living space for other species in their habitats. These ecosystems both supply nature and people with fresh water, food, and many other vital services, which means by saving the tiger, we're saving people too. In conclusion, the government needs to enforce the laws that are there to protect endangered species, such as tigers. We can help tigers also by raising awareness and understanding what would happen if tigers were extinct. It's not only the fact that the world would be losing a majestic, beautiful animal, it would affect the entire natural habitat of the tiger and the animals around it. Other animals would face co-extinction, the ecological system would become imbalanced, and much more. Due to all these factors, it is important that we humans stop the deforestation of this species and ensure its existence in this world.